Hate me, don't you?
Kons Podcast.
Hate me, don't you?
Hit that like button, subscribe and share.
Hate me, don't you?
She denied his due to Kanye rant about supporting Nazis. So Diddy, another day, another lawsuit with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? So now this Hollywood Will Smith has had a street named after him. You know what I'm saying? Out in Philly, you know what I mean? In West Philadelphia, born and raised. Timbaland, you know what I'm saying? So Timbaland went on this recent podcast and was talking about how he feel about the music industry and how it is bland. Yeah, what's up? What's going on? Yeah, what's happening? It's episode 215. You know what I'm saying? Episode 215. What's happening? Got a few topics for y'all today. You know what I'm saying? On this fine Thursday, it's March 27th, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You know what I mean? It's definitely still within the coldness, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely still cold outside. Definitely we getting that heat dwindling away, you know what I'm saying? But I love it though, you know what I mean? It's about good 58, 60 degrees outside, you know what I'm saying? I think that's the norm for the next whatever months, you know, 2 more weeks or whatnot. Shit is definitely going away. We about to get all this motherfucking heat out here, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely coming back, making it back with a vengeance, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna enjoy this cool weather while we got it though, you feel me? But yeah, it's episode 215 though, you know what I'm saying? How y'all doing? How y'all been? You know what I mean? Wasn't nothing going on yesterday, you know what I'm saying? That's usually how Wednesdays is when it comes to these headlines and news, you know what I'm saying? Usually get the hype of all the shit that happened on the weekend on Monday, you know what I'm saying? Then you get a few more things that happen on Monday, you know what I mean? You talk about it on Tuesday, and then come Wednesday, you know what I'm saying? It's just the same ass shit from Tuesday, Monday, and motherfucking Sunday, you know what I'm saying? So it just sometimes it just don't be shit happening. You know what I mean? Don't be shit going on. Like yesterday, it just wasn't going on, you know what I'm saying? Plus I had a lot going on, had to run a lot of errands. I spent time with my son, you know what I'm saying? He on spring break, so you know what I mean? We've been doing this and that, doing a bunch of things and shit here and there, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this episode 215 though, you know what I mean? Got a few little topics for y'all, you know what I'm saying? You already know how this goes, you know what I mean? So today we're just gonna be touching on, you know what I'm saying? Kanye definitely being sued by Alice Merton, copyright infringement on some samples he did. She didn't okay him to get cleared. Timbaland said music is bland. We're gonna touch on that. Will Smith got a street named after him out in Philly where he from. We're gonna touch on that. And Diddy got a new lawsuit. That's the few little topics we're going to be touching on today. You know what I'm saying? For episode 215. You know what I mean? Episode 215. That's what we're going to be touching on today. You know what I'm saying? A few little topics. So if you just subscribed and you're new here, this is what we do on this channel. You know what I'm saying? I definitely cover all headlines, news, all breaking news, shit that's happening, shit that's going on, local news, worldly news, hip-hop news, gaming news. You know what I'm saying? To touch on gaming news from time to time. So everything, you know what I'm saying, that's making news is made a headline. You know what I mean? I'm probably going to touch on it right here on this podcast. You're going to get my commentary along with all of the said topics and subjects and headlines, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you already been subscribed, you already know how we do right here on this channel. You feel me? On Kons motherfucking podcast. You know what I mean? But thank y'all all for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching. You know what I'm saying? Let's get right into it without further ado. So, I'm going to start off with the last one I mentioned. That was Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't find a video for it. Couldn't find a clip for it. Couldn't find nobody talking about it. You know what I'm saying? I just seen, only thing I seen was this little headline, you know what I'm saying, on USA Today. You know what I mean? The headline that you see right now in the background, you know what I mean? That's the headline that was going around. And it's a bunch of different little stories on it, you know what I mean? So apparently, Kanye being sued by this woman, this singer and songwriter named Alice Merton. You know what I mean? Apparently, they had hit her up to get clearance for some sample that they were using. Now, I haven't heard bullies or vultures or any of that. I'm not really a Kanye fan as far as like checking for his music, listening to his music, and none of that. So I ain't heard Bully, I ain't heard Vultures 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying? But apparently on Vultures 2, he had a song called Gun to My Head with Ty Dolla $ign and Kid Cudi. You know what I'm saying? And they hit her up to clear the sample for the song, but she denied it. And she denied it due to Kanye's rants about supporting Nazis and wearing swastikas on t-shirts and, you know what I'm saying, that whole shit. So she denied that shit, didn't want him to fuck with nothing of hers. You feel me? So she denied it, but yet he used it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So she is taking that nigga to court and suing for copyright infringement. You know what I'm saying? As you seen on the headline pic. You know what I mean? This headline pic you see. You know what I'm saying? She's suing him for copyright infringement. You know what I'm saying? Now, she probably gonna get that unless they take the song down or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, Kanye been on these different rants and a lot of shit, definitely building enemies. You know what I mean? People is starting to not to like the nigga because of the shit he's saying and out here tweeting about and supporting Nazis and supporting Hitler and all this shit and t-shirts with swastikas and all this shit on it. I don't understand. I don't know what's your aim, what's your meaning behind that. What are you trying to show with that? What are you supporting? What's the meaning? You know what I'm saying? Why are you supporting that shit? Why are you for it? Why are you putting swastikas on t-shirts and selling them off and walking around with them on and shit like that? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. You know what I mean? Lost for words for it. You know what I'm saying? As a black man, I just don't get it. Are you doing that shit for clout? Do you want people to just talk about you? I don't understand, yo. You know what I'm saying? Do you really feel that you really are supporting the Nazis and shit? I don't get it. But apparently she had a song called Blindside from 2022. That is what they sampled, whatever they sampled from, and used it in their song. And she did not clear that shit because of Kanye's racist rant and support for Nazis, not me. So she taking him to court and suing for copyright infringement, as she should, though. You know what I'm saying? Kanye, you gotta learn, you know what I mean? You can't just do what you want just because you Kanye West. You know what I mean? There is consequences to teach my kids the same shit. You have to understand that there's consequences for wrongdoings. You know what I mean? But yeah, another news though, you know what I'm saying? I got a clip for everything else. Wanted to get into that first because I couldn't find a clip for it. You know what I'm saying? So let's go back up to the top. So Diddy, another day, another lawsuit with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? So now this Hollywood photographer has came out. He's a male photographer, mind you, heterosexual. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, not gay. He's not homosexual at all. Mind you, let's put that out there first before I go into this shit. You know what I'm saying? So a Hollywood photographer has came out and said that when he was hired, he said Diddy had took him into his dressing room or whatnot, and they was both in the dressing room, and he was, I guess, there to take some pictures, and he said Diddy made some sexual advances towards him. You know what I mean? He went on to say that he went and unzipped his pants and said that if you suck it right, I could make your career take off. You feel me? So being that, you know what I'm saying, he's putting his career on jeopardy and saying and making all these type of threats and this and that, so the dude said he went on ahead and did it and gave Diddy the oral sex favor. You know what I mean? And when Diddy had climaxed, he said that Diddy told him to hold it in his mouth like a squirrel. Yo, man. Yo, what? You know what I'm saying? That shit is wild as fuck. Dude said he was straight, wasn't even gay, but you went on ahead and proceeded with the act. You feel me? And until he even climaxed in your mouth, and he told you to hold it like he was a squirrel. Lord have mercy, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit is wild as fuck. You feel me? Yeah, that shit is wild. You know what I mean? So a Hollywood photographer and came out with this shit, and being that he was scared that he was making threats that he'll end his career if he didn't. You know what I mean? So he went on ahead and did it and put out there and said that he's not gay. So this next video you about to see is This next video about to see is two videos. One is definitely talking about the case and shit like that. And then it's another one that's also speaking on the case and shit like that. Check these clips out.
Patriots, this is Secret Service Sam for an exclusive. Now, I am here in Diddy Lane where Diddy Allegedly, with Rock Nation sent private investigators to harass me. Now, I had to come live because Diddy has just been sued by a man who is claiming, allegedly, he was a photographer on a commercial set and that Diddy made him give him the hoo-hoo, if you know what I'm saying, in his trailer. And he told him if he told anybody, he would ruin his career. Another example of how Diddy came and intimidated people right here in this alley, folks. So that's a hot little update. I hope you guys know what I'm doing. I love you. Secret Service Sam out. Samson for president.
Wait me, don't you?
Keep getting crazier. He was just sued by a male photographer, claims that in 2022 or 2023, Diddy intimidated him into going down on him, saying that he would ruin his career allegedly if he did not do it. Now the man is claiming that convinced him to go into a trailer on the set of a commercial. He initially denied Diddy's claims. It is being reported that Diddy allegedly said he would ruin his career if he did not comply. Feeling pressure that his career was over, the guy claims that he did the act, and upon finishing, he was told to hold the stuff in his mouth like a squirrel. In addition to that, he is claiming that Diddy told him that if he did the do right, he would make sure his career took off, but after the shoot was over, he did not hear from Diddy ever again. Now, neighbors, this story was being reported by TMZ, and the entire situation is all alleged, but the lawsuit is 100% real. He's claiming after the event went down, he was forced to return to work like nothing happened. And I'm guessing now that Diddy has been in the slammer for all these months, he has mustered up the courage to hit him with a lawsuit. Now, I don't know if these claims are true or not, but this entire situation is literally insane. Neighbors, I'm curious to know what you guys think regarding this. Like I said, another day.
First clip, you know what I mean? The first clip you seen, you know what I'm saying? That was dude I be following, Secret Service, Vice Secret Service Sam. I don't know if he really in the Secret Service, you know what I'm saying? But he be definitely having insider news and knowledge and shit on a lot of shit, you know what I mean? So you see, he put that little 47-second video together and was talking about, you know what I mean, being sued by that photographer, and went into the details like I had just told you. And then we had somebody else that was on TikTok that just was further talking about and talking about the details of the situation furthermore. Yeah, so those two clips you just seen, that was them talking all about it, letting you know all about it. This shit is wild and crazy. You know what I'm saying? Shit is wild as fuck. You know what I mean? Diddy, you out here wild. If this shit is true, you know what I'm saying? You out here wild, man. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Dude, it didn't even sound like he physically was threatening you. He just was using his mouth, using his words. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended. He was using his mouth. You know what I'm saying? But he was just using his words, you know what I mean? Threatening him and shit, and he went on ahead and did it until he finished off in his mouth, for Lord have mercy. And he told that nigga to hold it like a fucking squirrel. What the, yo, man, that shit is wild as fuck. New day, new case, new suit, new lawsuit on Diddy, you feel me? Yeah, that shit is crazy as fuck. I don't know, that shit is wild to me, you know what I'm saying? Hollywood photographer, you know what I'm saying? Yo. Yeah, so that happened with Diddy. Other news, let's move on from that real fast. Will Smith. So Will Smith has had a street named after him. You know what I'm saying? Out in Philly. You know what I mean? In West Philadelphia. Born and raised on the playground. You know, we heard the song, you feel me? West Philadelphia. So they definitely gave him his flowers. Off the 2000s block of North 59th Street in Philly's Overbrook section became Will Smith Way. You know what I'm saying? Also, Will Smith got an album coming out based on a true story. It's dropping tomorrow, March 28th. You know what I'm saying? So they had named the street after him, which is something dope. You know what I mean? Being that Will Smith is from Philly, from West Philly, and they definitely are giving him some flowers with naming the street after him. You know what I'm saying? So they had a whole little ceremony similar to what they did to Jay Dilla that I also covered on this podcast in previous episodes when they gave Jay Dilla a street name. Yo, excuse me, interrupt this episode, you feel me, to let you know, if you ain't subscribed yet, go hit that subscribe button. Now's your time to do it in the middle of this episode, you feel me? So pardon my interruption, you know what I'm saying? But I need you to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button too. And if you feel something that I'm talking about, you want to comment on it, hit the comment button. You know what I'm saying, go ahead and do that shit right now. This is your chance. If you ain't hit that subscribe button yet, but you loving the content, what you waiting on? Hit that subscribe button. Let's get back to the episode. Had the whole little street, whole little, you know what I mean, mayors and politicians and shit out there and all that. Had a whole little ceremony right there on the block. You know what I'm saying? So this clip you about to see is the ceremony of the people, whoever the dude is. I'm sure it's some kind of city official or somebody that's presenting him with the street name that they was getting ready to name the street Will Smith Way after him. You know what I'm saying? This is the clip of the ceremony that took place right on the block. Check it out.
Good morning. What's up, Winfield? What's up, West Philly? I know about the Sugar Bowl and the let out after Old Rope, after school. Come up here from South Philadelphia, but we want to take this moment on behalf of the members of City Council to officially present this resolution on behalf of members of City Council renaming the 2000 block of North 59th Street Will Smith Way to honor and celebrate the impactful career and legacy of Will Smith.
You know what I'm saying? That was him, and them giving him the ceremony and giving the street name, naming it Will Smith Way. You know what I'm saying? This next clip you about to see is Will Smith talking about it and how they named it Will Smith Way, and he talked about how he put that into his life and his upbringing and shit like that, and he mentioned his dad and his grandma and his mom and how they was like a pyramid, he said, and his dad was the base of it. Know what I'm saying? So that was how he took what is the Will Smith way and he put that into a analogy, metaphor, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? But it was dope how he put it. I mean, I fuck with that. So this next clip you about to see is him talking at the mic after they named the street name after him. Check it out.
It was interesting when I heard the name. It was Will Smith Way. So I started saying to myself, well, what does that mean? Like, what is the Will Smith Way? And I thought about that, and when I thought about the Will Smith Way, I thought about my mother, my father, and my grandmother. And my mother is still here with me today, and my mom is here. And when I thought about the Will Smith Way is encompassed in the lessons that I got from my father, my mother, and my grandmother. And I think about them as a triangle that represents the Will Smith Way. And I think about my father as the base of the triangle. And right at 56 in Arlington, just on the other side of the bridge, is where my father taught me that you don't get anything without discipline and hard work. You can't make a life if you're not willing to sacrifice and you're not willing to suffer and work for your dreams. And we sold ice at Acrack Ice from 56 in Arlington. And when other kids were you got to have a summer off, soon as school was out, because we sold ice, I was right to work delivering ice all summer. So I see the base of that triangle, the Will Smith Way, has to be discipline. When things get hard, you have to be willing to suffer to change the circumstances. Nobody gets an easy ride, you know. And that was one of the things these streets of Philadelphia taught me, that there is nothing wrong with a hard day's work. And I want to salute everybody on this stage. The people on this stage represent people who are not scared to suffer for what they believe in. They are not scared of discipline. They are not scared of hard work. So
you know what I'm saying? That was Will Smith at the ceremony of them naming the street name after him, Will Smith Way, out there in West Philly of a North 59th Street off the 2000 block of North 59th. They named it Will Smith Way. You know what I'm saying? Also, like I said before, his album is dropping tomorrow based on a true story. March 28th, the album will be out for those of you that are interested in listening to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely going to give it a listen. I'm probably going to be looking for it tonight if I But think about it. If I ain't playing Assassin's Creed Shadows too much, I mean, that game is motherfucking awesome. Yeah, another news though, Timbaland. You know what I'm saying? So Timbaland went on this recent podcast and was talking about how he feel about the music industry and how it is bland, tasteless, boring these days. You know what I'm saying? Now, Timbaland also does a little shit on YouTube where you can call in and let your music play for him. Whatever you have, beats, songs, singing, R&B, rap, whatever the case may be. If it has something to do with music, he opens up his YouTube page and goes live on it. Opens up his YouTube page and goes live on it, you know what I'm saying? And have callers call in and drop a file, you know what I'm saying? And listen, you can listen to that music, you know what I mean? He plays in front of everybody, many people that's watching, whoever's watching, and he plays that music and it gives you honest opinions, you know what I'm saying? Some shit he go out there and say, nah, this ain't it, my man. This is whack, you know what I'm saying? Or he'll be like, you know what? This was cool up until you did that little note. Why'd you do that? Fucked it up, you know what I mean? So he's very honest, which is something is very dope to see, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what days that he goes live, but when I catch it, you know what I mean? When I see it, I definitely tune in because it's definitely dope to see. You know, Timbaland is a legend, is a pioneer in the game. You know what I'm saying? So for anybody to get a chance to play their music in front of Timbaland is something dope. You know what I mean? Shit, I be thinking about calling in with a little clip from the podcast or something, 3 minutes or something real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, beat this shit out. Play no music for now. I got a motherfucking podcast for you, though, Timbaland, you feel me? But yeah, so yeah, he be doing the shit where he call in. So he went on this one podcast and was talking about how the music these days is just whack, it's bland, you know what I mean? It's tasteless, it ain't grabbing him, ain't nothing grabbing him, you know what I mean? So he said the most thing that has the most soul these days seems like AI, artificial intelligence is what he said. It seems like that has the most soul these days because you can put whatever you want, however you feel into it, and it'll come out beautiful, he said. And that's crazy to give AI that much type of praise to where you're saying that music is so trash and AI is taking over with the better side and parts of the music when it is not even real. That's a crazy statement to make. You feel me? So this next clip is the clip of whatever podcast that he's on, and he's talking about how the music is just bland as shit these days. Check it out.
No, see, my thing is I tap into people that like
that you ain't seen.
Like I don't go off for the hype, but I go off with the feeling.
Yeah.
So would I do an album showing you? Yeah, I'm doing a playlist. I'm trying to get all the artists to understand. Like, yo, I'm gonna put you on my playlist. I get 21 million monthly listeners. So it's like, and it's up and growing. So my thing is, I want to make my own Timbaland Now Volume 1, Now Volume 2. Remember them old albums? But it's all about new talent.
Right.
It ain't about and if I did have, I would do maybe 2 artists that I already have. And the rest would be all new.
What makes you want to do it that way?
For one, man, just feel fresher.
Yeah.
It feels new.
So funny you say that.
I don't want to hit, like, I don't feel like, man, we editing all this, right?
Yeah, we are. On God.
I just don't feel like ain't nobody moving me that's already that we know. And I think y'all feel the same way.
No, 1,000%.
Because I feel like everybody goes through it. I feel like it ain't nobody's fault but just the world or what's going on.
Yeah,
I just feel like you can feel the pressure of the dividedness.
Yeah.
And I hate that. And you can feel it.
You can feel it.
You don't see no reconcile to this whole election. It's divided us.
Yep. 1,000%.
And when I mean by that, it divided the music sound bland, it sound boring, and which is, we talk about AI and artificial intelligence, but shucks, that's the only thing that has a pure soul right now.
Yeah.
That you can create something and just express your true feelings and it comes out beautiful. But, I just feel like right now, everything just discombobulated, which aligns with everything in the world. Like, ain't no song right now, and y'all gotta admit, it's grabbing you.
Nah.
There you go, theme song.
You know what I'm saying? That was Timbaland, and he was letting you know how the music today is just boring. It's bland, he said. He don't feel it. The shit ain't nothing moving him. You feel me? Nothing is moving him, he said. And he said AI is some of the best shit that's coming out with the most soul. Now that shit is crazy, because AI does not have a soul. We are talking about something that is artificial. That means not real. Yeah, see what I mean? And that shit is gonna take over the motherfucking world. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably do a podcast and talk 30 minutes about how the fuck AI is gonna take this motherfucker over. I'm trying to tell y'all. I keep saying that shit. I mean that shit. I stand on it. I mean, AI is going to take over, yo. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but Timbaland, you know what I mean, said the shit is distasteful. Do I agree with that? I don't know. I don't think so. I still hear music that definitely still grabs me in 2025. You know what I mean? And continuing on. And that's all depends on, I guess, what you're surrounding yourself and listening to. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you got yourself surrounded by a bunch of music that you feel is tasteless and bland, start listening to new shit. And the algorithm will put different shit in your ears and suggest to you different things and such of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's up with that, you know what I mean? But that's cold. You know what I'm saying? If I was an artist and I heard Timbaland say some shit like that, I definitely would feel a way, I think. You know what I'm saying? Being AI is the only thing putting out shit with any kind of soul to it. It's crazy. That's a crazy statement right there, I tell you. God damn it. But shit, it just goes with me saying that AI is taking this motherfucker over. I'm talking industrial-wise, everything. You know what I'm saying? When they start having truckers, you know what I mean? When they start having semis pull up autonomously with no motherfucking driver, just know that we are itching closer to AI running this motherfucker. That's for sure. Humans is gonna not be needed for a lot of these motherfucking jobs out here. It's sad to say, but it's definitely a reality. You feel me? But yeah, though, you know what I'm saying? That was episode 215. That's everything I had for today. You know what I'm saying? It's 4 topics I had for today. You know what I mean? I missed y'all yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all missed me yesterday. You feel me? But yeah, sometimes it just don't be nothing to talk about. And like I said, you know what I mean? I wanted to, you know, kick it with my son and shit like that. You know what I mean? You know, spring break, be at the house bored and shit. Talk about how he bored and so bored and this and that. And yeah. But you know, yeah, this has been episode 215 though. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. You know what I'm saying? In today's episode, we definitely went over Kanye West being sued by Alice Merton for copyright infringement for using a sample that she said, nah, you can't use that shit, but he did anyway. She wasn't fucking with him due to his racist rants and support for Nazis and Hitlers and all that. And also, Alice Merton is a German. Timbaland, we also touched on Timbaland. Timbaland said music is weak and bland. He ain't feeling nothing. Nothing is moving him out of anything that comes out with the music these days. We also touched on Will Smith getting the street name after him, Will Smith Way, on the 2000 block of North 59th Street in West Philly. He also had a jacket on in the clip where he was talking about it. He had a jacket representing Overbrook High School. I believe that's a school he went to. And we also touched on Diddy, New Diddy lawsuit with a Hollywood photographer who had performed fellatio on Diddy until Diddy finished in his mouth, and Diddy told him to hold it in his mouth like a squirrel. Yeah, that's everything we touched on today, though. This has been episode 215. You know what I'm saying? That's everything we touched on today. I hope I put something in the ear that you didn't know. I hope my little audience, you know what I'm saying? I hope y'all heard something that you didn't know. I hope I put something in the ear that you just found out about right here on Kons Motherfucking Podcast. You feel me? But thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching, though. You know what I'm saying? When that notification popped up, wherever you at, whether you taking a shit and the shit popped up and you tuned in, whether you were sitting on the couch watching a movie, you cut the movie off and put on Kons Podcast because that alert hit you. Whether you sitting wherever you at and the alert popped up and you fucked with it, clicked on it, and watched the whole episode for the whole 30, 40 minutes, however long this episode gonna be, I fucks with you. You feel me? Salute. Like you see my nigga scrolling up the screen. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know when that shit popped up, you could have been doing as a free person anything that you wanted to do, whether whoever you was, whether you was a dad, a mother, whether you was a son, a daughter, whether you was a auntie, a uncle, whether you was a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a husband, a wife, whoever you are, you know what I'm saying? And you seen that shit pop up, I fucks with you know what I mean? Like you see my nigga scrolling up the screen once again, you know what I'm saying? But you hear that beat getting louder in the background, you already know what it is. It's bring a conclusion. Episode 215, you know what I mean, on this motherfucking Thursday, March 27th. It's now 1:23 in the afternoon, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all be cool, you know what I'm saying? I will definitely see y'all next episode, you know what I mean? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Tell somebody about the shit, you know what I'm saying? Tell somebody about it. Tell your friends about it, you know what I mean? And if you got pets that sit along and watch this shit with you, whether your pet is a dog, a cat, whether you got a pet gerbil, a rat, whether you got a bat, whether you got a pet goat, a pig, you know what I'm saying? Whoever the fuck your animal is, if your animal is sitting right there with you, watching this shit, I salute to them too. You feel me? Like you see my nigga scrolling up the screen for the third time in this episode. Yeah, but thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. This has been episode 215, Kons Podcast. You know what I mean? Come back next episode and see what else I got to talk about tomorrow. You feel me? Might look at some TikTok. It's a Friday. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'll make up and write these episodes the morning of waking up. You feel me? These are not pre-planned from the day before. But as you can tell, the highlights that I do and the headlines, this shit is daily motherfucking content. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, tell somebody about it though. Let somebody know about it. You know what I mean? Tune in and enjoy these credits.
You hate me, don't you? Hate me, don't you? You hate me, don't you? You hate me, don't you? Don't you? You hate me, don't you? You hate me, don't you? Hate me, don't you? You hate me, don't you? You hate me, don't you? You hate me, don't you?